Hi, my name is Cold Beer and let's start with Braid, Anniversary Edition.
I always say that this is a game perfectly suitable for beer-loving people. You know, when you are drunk you make a lot of mistakes. For example, you want to send your ding-dong pic to your ex-girlfriend but accidentally send it to your aunt. And that's not the worst that could happen while you're drunk. Worst thing is when your aunt sends you something similar back. So this game is perfect for those who make a lot of drunken mistakes. Here you can turn back time and start your moves over and over again. Undo all the bad things you have done. Although you cannot ever unsee that picture your aunt Olga sent you, this game will teach you the wrong concept of life, that everything you do is easily undoable. Tainted Grail: The Fall of Avalon. Let me start with the fact that this is an incredible game inspired by the Elder Scrolls franchise, and especially Morrowind. You will find an impressive open world, and with the newest patch a whole new region was added, along with it additional 10 to 15 hours of brand new gameplay. And of course I tried the new content as well. I'm a huge fan of first-person RPGs. I played as a mage and I really enjoyed it. The spells I casted looked and felt really good. That's because developers added a few tricks that make you actually feel the impact of your spells. Time slightly slows and the sound effect is awesome as well. Although I made a hero that was a glass cannon. In other words, if anyone even slightly touched me, even with a tip of a dick, I died. But I don't know, I have liked this type of build since my ancient days playing World of Warcraft, where as a sneaky glass cannon warlock I had so much fun in the battlegrounds. Keep in mind that The Fall of Avalon is not a AAA kind of game, more like a very ambitious indie project. You know, like Outer Wilds for example, indie but awesome. Also keep in mind that it is in early access, don't expect miracles as well. Despite that, I can really recommend it for you if you like Elder Scrolls. Bethesda is not the only one who can make these kind of games anymore. The Fall of Avalon is getting better and better with every patch. They are slowly brewing a masterpiece, that's for sure. I especially like it because of its beautiful dark fantasy world, really grim and eerie. It's like someone crossbred Elden Ring and Morrowind, and if you like that as well, there is no way you can ignore it. Astroneer. Game is set during the 25th century intergalactic age of discovery. Here astroneers explore the frontiers of outer space, risking their lives in harsh environments to unearth rare discoveries and unlock the mysteries of the universe itself. In this space sandbox adventure you can work together with other players to build custom bases above or below the ground, create vehicles to explore a vast solar system, and use terrain to create anything you can imagine. So basically you are invading beautiful planets with beautiful nature and making an industrial hell out of them. Yeah, screw nature, the galaxy is full of it. People on Steam are saying that here you are your own worst enemy. You will fall off the cliffs, touch deadly plants and forget something at your base that is half a galaxy away. Yeah, anyway, very positive reviews are here for a reason. Almost everyone loves the game and there is a huge chance that you will love it as well. Warhammer Vermintide 2. This is a 4-player co-op action game where you can control one of 5 heroes and fight the combined forces of a ruinous chaos army and a swarming Skaven horde. The only thing standing between utter defeat and victory is you and your allies. If you fall, so will the Empire. So it's fair to say that the Empire is probably doomed and it's your fault. Well, at least in the beginning when you are not accustomed to the gameplay and controls. So here you can choose between 5 different characters, each with 3 branching careers to master. You will also find ladders of different difficulty, from puny and lame recruit to more respectful veteran and champion, and finally a legend. Also 15 talent trees and more than 50 various types of powerful weapons won't let you get bored, that's for sure. Expeditions Viking. Game description says, a small band of Norse warriors lands on the shores of England. History may have forgotten their names, but their actions live on. Well, as I always say, the actions Vikings made in real-life England involved a lot of pillaging and other crimes, like, you know, killing. So romantic and songs-worthy. Anyway, here as the newly appointed chieftain of a modest Viking clan, you'll have a village of your very own. But to carve your name into the runestones of history, you'll need great strength and great wealth to grow your village's prosperity. There is little left to be gained from the Norse lands, and so you must set your sights on the seas to the west, where tales speak of a great island filled with treasure and slaves ready for the taking. Game has a very positive review score on Steam, but there are also quite a few comments saying that the game is a bit too slow, you know, just like your sister. Dreamscaper. This is a beautiful action roguelite game. At first the gameplay is very easy. At least it was when I played the game. I felt no bigger challenge and all the creatures died from my mighty swings without any problems. I was like, hey, I'm really good at this game. The challenge began when I finally met the first boss. And the fight was great, like 10 out of 10 great. And also it was the strongest aspect of this game. But I was kinda surprised that the more I played, the more Souls-like the game got. Easy peasy beginning was a trap. Actually, Dreamscaper is very unforgiving and difficult. I wouldn't mind, but most of the weapons here are slow. I felt like I was swinging them through the water or something, and you have to make perfectly timed attacks for critical hits. That is a hard thing to do with slowpoke weapons, but if this isn't a problem for you, then it may be the game for you. It has great art design, visuals, puzzles, and the gameplay is really fun. Dune Spice Wars. At the beginning I was really surprised how light this game is. It only requires 4 GB of free space. What is this witchery? And because of that, Dune Spice Wars works incredibly smoothly. Loading times are almost non-existent, and the game itself launches very fast as well, a few seconds and you are in the main menu. I honestly can say that I am not used to this. The game itself looks like a casual 4X title, like Civilization, but it's not. It's a mix of 4X and real-time strategy. You start with your main base and then you have to expand. To do that, you need to explore surrounding areas with your ornithopter and find some resources. I mean areas rich in spice, having which is really nice. It rhymes because spice here is money, and money is nice, that always rhymes. Roses are red, violets are blue, money is nice. See? Anyway, I can recommend the game, I really liked it. Paradise Killer. On Steam it has above 90% of positive reviews, so that should keep your attention. This game is set on an island outside of reality and revolves around a rogue human civilization hoping to resurrect the dead alien gods. That already sounds crazy, but the gameplay and the story somehow makes sense and is truly captivating. The game was nominated as the best adventure of the year by PC Gamer, got 9 out of 10 from IGN, and is a true gem for everyone hungry for amazing story-rich game. People are saying that this is one of these games which you would want to forget, and in a good sense. If the Mind Eraser was already invented, this would be one of the most popular things to erase from your memory so you could play it again. Panorama. If you know the game Dorfromantik, which I featured several times in my videos already, Panorama is basically the same, just with different graphic style. Well, not only that, here the world is completely 3D and you can zoom in on your creation and admire all those tiny details you have placed. Like, notice that all the tractors are driven by cats, which is ridiculous and also very cute. So here you will create landscapes and also discover a wide range of structures with special abilities. Enter the world of beauty and tranquility with the panoramas of your own creation. Also, you can pet your animals and get additional scores for that. This is a great relaxing game after a hard day of work, also perfectly suitable for your mother-in-law. Nioh 2: The Complete Edition. Here you can create your own original protagonist and embark on an adventure that will take you through devastated lands across Japan during the Sengoku period. Much like the previous title, which gained a lot of praise from fans and critics alike, Nioh 2 contains an original story and a lot of action. This edition includes all the content from Nioh 2 along with all 3 DLC expansions: The Tengu's Disciple, Darkness in the Capital, and The First Samurai. You can also play the game at 120 frames per second if your monitor is a beast. Also, it supports 4K, ultra-wide screens, and so on. People on Steam are talking that this game is a masterpiece, well-balanced title with great replayability value, but definitely not for those who suck at Souls-like games. But if you suck at Souls-like games, I have wonderful advice for you. Stop sucking, get good. See how easy it is? Blasphemous 2. Awakened in a strange new land and displaced from your final resting place, you thrust back into the endless cycle of life, death, and resurrection. There is no other option than to explore this perilous new world and uncover its long-forgotten secrets. There is nothing game-changing or very innovative in the second part of the Blasphemous, but you know the rule: if it's not broken, don't fix it. Your journey starts anew in a series of enchantingly grotesque landscapes, oozing gothic charm and littered with unforgiving traps. How you tackle the labyrinthian world remains at your discretion. There is no wrong turn to be made, only scores to settle. Taking down your enemies won't be easy, but the game is offering more chances to customize and improve your skill set, along with several new unique weapons to wield, so victory might just be within your grasp, but probably not. Wingspan. Let me start with the fact that this game has an overwhelmingly positive review score on Steam. Yeah, so you won't skip thinking that this is some lame card game. Well, it is a card game, but as far from lame as you are, you know, from lame. Yeah, you are cool, man, never doubt that. Now subscribe. So here you are, a bird enthusiast, researcher, bird watcher, ornithologist and collector seeking to discover and attract the best birds to your network of wildlife preserves. Well, if you want some wisdom, I can reveal which bird is the best. It's the one who tastes the best. Anyway, here each bird extends a chain of powerful combinations in one of your habitats, and each habitat focuses on a key aspect of the growth of your preserves and so on. The game is meant to be played from 1 to 5 people, so if you have some nerdy friends, tell them something nice and convince them to play this game together. If not, there is always a mother-in-law who can help. If not yours, then somebody else's. World is filled with them. Ship of Fools. This is a seafaring roguelite co-op game where you play the fools, the only creatures fool enough to brave the sea. The great lighthouse that once protected the archipelago is broken, and a storm of malice and corruption is coming. So you, together with your shipmate, will jump aboard and make your voyage across the sea. Man the cannons, ready your sails, and protect your ship from sea monsters over multiple runs. It's up to you to defend your home from the almighty aquapocalypse. People are saying that the game is hard, but not too hard, so it doesn't ruin your mood. Also, you can play it alone, but it's not what the intentions of the developers were, so if you don't have a friend, skip this one. Hell Let Loose. This is a hardcore World War II first-person shooter with epic battles consisting of 100 players, with infantry, tanks, artillery, a dynamically shifting frontline, and a unique resource-based RTS-inspired metagame. People on Steam are saying that 80% of the time you will spend either dead, walking, or under artillery fire. You can spawn half of the time without getting insta-killed by bombs or accurate bullets, but the fact is that you don't mind. Those few moments when you kill somebody who has just spawned are precious, and you would not give them up for anything. And very positive reviews of this game ain't gonna let me lie to you. Only disadvantage here is the price. It's still quite high. Well, not as high as Snoop Dogg or Seth Rogen though. Lightyear Frontier. Here you land on a beautiful, vibrant planet and have to find your mech. Yeah, here you and your machine are almost inseparable. All the building, walking around and exploring is being done by you controlling this huge, a bit sentient mech, who sometimes makes a funny comment or two. Reminds me of Riftbreaker. One of the coolest things here, I think, is visuals. I rarely see this kind of polish in these kinds of games, and this beauty can be immortalized by the game's photo mode. Yeah, some serious AAA games quite often get a full release version without photo mode available, and here you can take wonderful pictures of yourself whenever you want. So basically this is a crafting and building game, so you have to roam around with your mech and collect various resources, then convert those resources into some machines, buildings, or anything you like. Although this game is not only about mech upgrading, crafting and building, the exploration part is here as well. Not as big as I would want it to be, but when I played it, I found some dungeons where I couldn't go with my mech, so I had to leave my machine in order to squeeze myself into tight places. That is a nice touch. If you like these crafting games, there is a huge chance that you will like this one as well. 8-bit Hordes. Basically, this is a Warcraft if it would be made using the Minecraft engine. Here you'll find two factions, the Dark Orcs and their undead friends versus those annoying humans, dwarves, elves and all that puny stuff in general. You will collect resources, build up and defend your base, amass your army of evil or, you know, pathetic good, and ultimately crush your opponents, or be crushed by them. Game offers 24 offline campaign missions, 12 co-op missions to play with your friends, and 10 multiplayer maps that support up to 8 roles online, literally and figuratively. Although honestly, you will never see 8 players online. I'm not even talking about this amount of players in multiplayer, so if you want some player versus player battles, you're gonna need a friend. But don't worry, AI is present as well. It has multiple difficulty options, also it can play in a team with you or destroy you. It is quite capable of doing that, believe you me. 8-bit Hordes is easy to understand and is user-friendly in general. If you like RTS games, there is no doubt that you may like this one as well. Tavern Master. This is a medieval tavern management game where you are in charge of building, maintaining and running your very own cozy tavern. Buy tables and benches, fill barrels with drinks, hire staff and serve your first customers. You will have to make sure your employees are happy, there are enough drinks and seats for guests, and soon you will be able to expand your business in various ways. For example, you can hire musicians to attract more people to your tavern and make customers have more patience while waiting for a drink. Honestly, I never thought about that. Basically, if you want to get your drinks faster, avoid live music. Anyway, here you can also hold special events to attract special customers who have very specific food and drink requirements. They will come in the morning and stay all day, and they could stay all night as well if you create rooms with beds in your tavern. Every room will be rated with stars from 1 to 5, which will determine how much money you can earn from the guests. So my advice is to keep them cockroaches free and with complimentary potato salad snacks. Songs of Conquest. This game is as close to Heroes of Might and Magic 3 as it can get, but it doesn't have town screens. Instead of that, you will build your town like in casual strategy games, on the ground on the world tier. That kinda kills the mood, but everything else is by the book. It is a truly honest clone made in pixel art style, although even if you like the art style, like I do, sometimes you want to zoom in so you could look at the creatures and their features, but then you realize that you just zoomed in on a bunch of colored squares, and you can't even tell where the head or a butt is anymore, so no zooming here, adore the visuals from afar. And you have to admit, what a beautiful game this is, I seriously want to eat it, or at least put it as an ingredient into my potato salad. Music is also amazing, like a honey to our ears, and the campaign is wonderfully written. You really care about your heroes and the fate of this land. And when you finish everything, you can enjoy Map Editor and create more of this game for yourself, or just download tons of content created by way more talented people than you are. No offense, I do the same. War for the Overworld. This is a strategy-based building RTS where you will excavate and build your own dungeon. Yes, you are almighty evil dungeon master or mistress. Here you can choose from over 60 rooms, spells, potions, rituals, defenses and constructs as you progress through the game. Just be warned, the game is quite fast-paced, so you'll have to build like a swift underlord you are, or else your beautiful dungeon creatures might not win against the ugly, puny heroes. In the game you can also build your own maps and campaigns, so unleash that inner creator you borrowed somewhere deep down under the bed long time ago. It's your time to shine. People on Steam are calling this game a spiritual successor of Dungeon Keeper. You know, with all the dark humor, evil creatures and evil you. Untitled Goose Game. Ever wanted to be an evil goose? No? Well, you should, because you can be a menace to society not only being human that you are. Here you'll make your way around town, setting up ranks, stealing hats, honking a lot, and generally ruining everyone's day. This is a nice and funny puzzle game. And also, if you ever feel alone, you can play co-op with your mother-in-law, and that's how there will be 2 evil geese. The more the merrier, right? If you love making people suffer, this game is definitely for you. Expeditions Rome. This is an indirect sequel of Expeditions Viking, and it has already accumulated a very positive review score on Steam. So here you can create your own Roman legacy, customize your character's look, gender, class and skills to match your playstyle and role-playing fantasy. Although I doubt that you will find a slider for a ding-dong size, like we have in Cyberpunk. That would be a pleasant surprise. So here, as in the prequel, you will engage in tactical turn-based combat powered by an extensive skill-based action system, where every weapon changes your potency on the battlefield. This is a great game for the people who like to use the tiny organ between our ears. People on Steam are saying that this is an interesting, a bit underrated RPG game that takes a huge amount of time to beat, but gameplay almost never gets boring.
And now thank you for watching, have a nice day, not like this, and I'll see you next time. Bye.